Since the Dobbs decision came down, there have been more babies born. There has also been a spike in infant mortality, infant deaths, child mortality. Okay, we have in this country a high rate of child homelessness, child food insecurity. This isn't necessary. Okay, our celebrities don't live in the mansions similar to those occupied by Marilyn Monroe and Humphrey Bogart back in the 1950s. They live in many villages. Okay. So we don't need to have this huge difference between the people who make it huge and live in many villages and the children whose parents, have to have them skip meals and shuffle around from homeless shelter to homeless shelter. Okay, this is not a necessary thing. And making abortion illegal, which is being done now. Whether we can stop the debate, the endless debating, whether you like it or not, it's being done. Abortion is being made illegal, which means there's more poor children being born. And we've got to do something about it. There's going to be a critical mass. Okay, so we've got to provide for those kids. And no, mom and dad can't do it. Putting dad in jail isn't going to do it. Okay, what can we do? Okay, there's this huge gap between the rich and the poor. Okay, Ed O'Neill played a character, Al Bundy, who was representative of a lot of men in America, who just made it paycheck to paycheck. He got paid $500,000 for every Married with Children episode. $500,000. Okay. We can raise income taxes substantially. We can raise inheritance taxes substantially. We don't need abortion. We need higher taxes on the wealthy and a strong social support system. That's what we need. A solid social support system in order to help the children who are impoverished. Now, the problem, of course, is that the same people who call themselves pro-life are also often the same people who rip away at homeless people and poor people. And, so it's kind of hard to get them on the bandwagon of raise taxes, feed children, raise taxes, feed children. Okay, but they belong there. If they're going to, because a pro-lifer can't be somebody who believes life begins at conception and ends at birth. We've got to put in a solid social support system. And we've got to stop, hammering at homeless people instead of the, okay, because one thing I've noticed is a lot of these pro-life commentators, I don't see much praise of poor mothers. I don't see much praise of women on welfare. I mean, maybe somebody else does, but I don't. Maybe I just didn't. Maybe I just missed it or something. But anyway, um, you know, the next thing they've got to get going on for their pro-life movement is a strong social safety net. And a strong social safety net does require higher taxes, specifically higher income taxes and inheritance taxes, because those are progressive taxes. Sales taxes, no go. Those are regressive taxes.